Action! Hey yo, what is up, all my beautiful people? Before I get started, let me go reach into the bag. Bag. Check it out. All right. This is going to be a big one. All right, so I reach into the bag, right, and I pull it out. There we go. Boom, we're rolling. And I really just work it, right? Work it nice, right? So then I got a wad of this crushed up dried herb, mugwort. Super mugwort, little cat hair. Super duper mugwort. Look, I might even make a little pyramid thing here, just roughly. All right. Cool. Then I got this big old seashell, right? Got the seashell. Put it on there like that. For now, I'm just going to put it right there. And then, a little trick-a-rooney you got right here is the last little drop. There's more, but in here, this is the last little drop in here, but it should be enough to get us fired up. This is a tincture. And it's a tincture of mugwort, actually. So mugwort from the yard ended up in a bag, dried, ended up infused into some grain spirit alcohol. And then what I like to do is hit it real good, you know? Nice. Wow. Right? That's on fire. I think you can see it a little bit. And then it's going to light. Right? Now, I usually put the torch to it, you know, but this is a new trick I figured out the other day. All right. Now, today's lesson, here we are in the laboratory. Today's lesson has been a lesson that's been a long time coming. It's a demonstration and a little bit of a lecture. I'll try to keep it interesting. This might also be the little beginning, the little genesis of a little series here in the laboratory, aka the kitchen. Got you on a nice stainless steel bowl swivel. Coming at you with the laptop R2-D2. And here I am. And yeah, I'd like to put on some productions here and see if I can share a little feed for your feed so you can feed in water well. So today I want to teach you about this contraption here. I want to teach you about the magical, marvelous miracle of distillation. As in distilled water. Water. Waiter, water, water, waiter, water, 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 water. Water. This video is going to be all about water. Now, I can't give you all the cool words because there's a lot of them, but I can give you the essence, the distilled essence of this water thing. Right? I should have maybe put on a different outfit. These sleeves don't stay up, and I'm about to roll them up. Maybe I'll put them down. Should I wear my sleeves up? Should I wear my sleeves down? Anyway, distilled water. Water is super important. Duh. Everyone's gobbling it up. Water, water, water. But let me tell you, there's a lot of intricacies to water. There's a lot of things that people don't ordinarily really know about water. this is one of those crucial, fundamental, foundational mysteries of our existence, is that it seems that we need to drink water, but what do we really know about it, right? It's like this thing that we take for granted. We very much take it for granted, and we hardly ever really think about what it even really is. Now, I wish I could tell you what water really is, but it's a mystery. Now, you can read about it when you should look into it. Even just the Wikipedia encyclopedia article on water, it's pretty freaking blows your mind if you look into it. And this thing that's mind-blowing is what you're drinking. You know, we can get flowing. We can get on a whole river here, I think. You know, what the heck? Got all day. So far, we're at 6 minutes talking about water. But look, see, water is super important, and we don't really know much about it. And it turns out that, like, just about every single source of water that we are all drinking from, it's all contaminated. It's all no good, no bueno. Like, really not good. And, like, it's really not good, and people don't seem to really give it much thought or care or concern. Like, yeah, people are like, drink clean water, not dirty water. But what I'm saying is that all the water that they're calling clean is actually all still dirty. So the whole United States, all I can talk about really firsthand is about my little experience within the United States. From what I have observed, is that there is not a single restaurant, not a single any little thing you can go to anywhere locally to get pure water, except for my kitchen. I think I might be the only one drinking pure water around here. I mean, there's got to be someone else out there. And yeah, Walmart does sell distilled water, but it's in a plastic jug. So like that's close, but it's not quite the cigar. Plus, you don't know what kind of things are programmed into that water. So look, this is the thing about distillation. Distillation is a miracle. Distillation is based on the natural hydrological water, cycle, right? Water naturally evaporates, it rises up, and then it collects and it condenses and it falls down to the earth as rain. Now that rain is actually distilled water, the purest water possible. It's a state. Distilled is not a type of water, it's a state of water, right? You've got a state of contamination, you've got a state of purified, and then you've got a state of pure. Distilled. It's a pure state of water, which means that it has nothing in it except for itself. It's just water, which again, like, is a profound miracle. When you really get into what water is, or study it, more than what they told us in grade school, but really look into this stuff, it's pretty freaking mind-blowing, and it's flowing through us. You've heard it your whole life. Oh, your body is mostly water. Your body is mostly water. Like, yeah, it is. That's pretty tremendous. So what are you drinking, right? What are you drinking and what's in it? Now, if you're drinking out of a well, you're drinking out of a tap, you're drinking out of a filter, you're drinking out of this or that, basically anything you're drinking of, I'm telling you right now, it's not hydrating you, it's not nourishing your cells, it's not what you need. And now I'm not a salesman, but I'm here to pitch to you that you should definitely buy yourself a distiller, right? Now there's several different units, there's a lot of different designs. I have another one off camera, it's an electric unit. I plug it in, I fill it, boom, bam, several hours, fills up with water. What I'm going to show you today, I'm going to demonstrate this high capacity, high output Distill emergency water system. So this is a water distiller. It also has an additional feature. I can use it as a water filter. So I can filter water with it. I can go into a pond or a puddle, filter water. It's got a nice clay filter. I've never used it, but I can filter the water and then I can distill that. I can basically turn any fucking water into pure water. The other thing about this is that it has a higher rate of output compared to the electric unit. And it's also designed to be run on any heat source. So in this case, I got it on the stovetop, right? I'm going to show you it here. This is what she looks like, more or less. I'll get more in depth, right? But I can place this on top of any heat source. It's just basically two big pots with an intermediary special doohickey chamber, right? But I can put this on a fire, I could put it on a burner, I could put it on the stove, I could probably rig up all types of different things just as long as I get the heat under there to boil water. So that's all distillation is. It's very similar to the smoke right here, right? So if you can imagine, the mugwort is water and the smoke is the steam. Now the whole idea with a distillation unit is that you're harnessing that, right? The steam isn't just escaping, you're capturing it and it's condensing and it's running out and dropping out as purified water. Not just purified water, the purest purified water. Which, the thing about water is it's special as it is, but when you've got pure water, the properties of water are bam, bam. But like, see, look, okay, so imagine this. So in this chamber here, you got some water. The water boils from the heat source. The heat steam rises up, and it's got a little setup here where it condenses, and then it comes out here, this little spigot. And then I just fill up various containers. So yeah, the point of this video is to demonstrate that, to show you how easy it is to do stuff. Like, everyone should have one of these, or something similar. Everyone should have a distiller. This is the fact. This is the fact. Everyone needs to get on this train, yo. There's no hidden, like, agenda. It's just, like, pure water. It's like, I'm not about a pyramid scheme. I'm not affiliated with these companies at all. I'm just, like, I've done the research. I've done the experience. I've done the meditations. I've done the contemplations. And it's like, this distilled water is the fucking... We need to get our foundation in order, because what's coming, let's not get into that. Let's stay right here, right now. Alright, so, if I wasn't doing a demonstration video, all I really have to do at this point is just light it, and I can start running. But I'm going to tear it down and build it back up, so that you can see how easy it can be. Right? And you can see the components of this. It's super simple. You can maybe even steal the design. So yeah, so if I want to drain it, right, I'll bring it over here. I'll move these this smoke stuff here over around there. And then I'll come over here. This thing got nice little freaking, let me get a little, try to get a little up there in this. You got spigots. This one's about down below the spigot line. So that's running out. We're emptying it, right? Just cuz. We're going from the ground up here. Emptying out, it's basically two stainless steel chambers, right? And then you got this little intermediary here. This is the little thing here. This is what makes it all, the magic happen. There's also a little bit of magic inside. Wait till you see this. Yeah. So let me just rush this process a little bit. Oh, it's sticking to it. I've never seen that happen before. Whoa. All right. So check that out. This is the top chamber. This is the hopper chamber. This is basically the reservoir. You keep filling this up. You keep topping this off. And what happens is it's got this cool little gizmo, little valve set up. This goes down into the boiling chamber, and it's got a little freaking, I'll show you in a minute here. It's got a little stopper with this cool stainless steel ball, right? And this is a tube and a stopper. So basically, it just at a certain level of water, the water comes from here down out of here into the chamber, boils up, rises up through a hole, right? Rises up through a hole. So this is a pot like the other one, right? Got a nice lid, all right? And you got this John in here. Now check this out. You see all that stuff on there? Oh, the lighting is so good. There's a bunch of crud on there. That's the crud. That's the dissolved solids that are in the water that I'm separating from the water. So the idea with the distillation is that what rises is steam, and that steam is just pure water, and it leaves behind all the impurities. Now my water is coming out of the well and it runs through a softener system, so it's coming up full of inorganic minerals and it's getting loaded up with different, I don't know, salts or calcium or some kind of mineral that may not be very good for my body. You can actually see it in here. If I had a better camera, I'd show you. But there's like, it's like basically like a white gritty stuff. So yeah, to set this up, for a while I was doing it maybe the wrong way. I discovered a better way. I'll just close this spigot, right? And then what I'm going to do is build it right there, like a rocket ship. This is some top NASA science, by the way. If you haven't figured it out by now, this is some top NASA science. This is more important than any kind of moon landing. Alright? I'm coming at you live from a United States of America kitchen. Right? A laboratory. They're all trying to figure out how to get people have clean water. Well, I didn't figure it out, but I'm definitely showing you how. Yeah, I can touch that little up a little bit, tighten that up, it's feeling a little wobbly. Okay, so that's closed. The secret little ball here. A little ball with a freaking it's very simple, it even unscrews, but we'll leave it screwed. And then a lot of this whole thing actually hinges on like this little gasket here to operate properly. So in goes the ball, and then that's got a hole in the middle. See that? That's another crucial component. You got a hole in the middle. Now I don't want to give away the secret, but if you observe this thing, it's not too dissimilar from the human anatomy. You got a central channel, you've got this, and the top to the bottom rises up, you got it, you'll figure it out. So then look, you lock this on there, on that, like there, right? And then this is the fucking magic right here. This is the special piece, right? This is the special piece. Now it's interesting because every component is important. Without them all working, the whole thing doesn't work. So the sum of the parts is not equal to the whole, right? But this little John here, see what happens is the steam is going to rise up through this hole here. Pretend that my finger is the steam, right? My finger is the steam. Steam rises up, hits the bottom of the top pot, and collects in here. See that? So the steam collects in here, it condenses, becomes back to water, and then it comes out this little thing here, right there. Nice. So that goes on there. Make sure you put it the right way. Because you don't want to put it this way, you want to put it this way, right? Not this way, this way. Good. Got it. Great. Boom, boom. Voila, right? Then you put the capstone on here. This is a little bit tricky. You gotta basically make this little rod and go into the sleeve there. Slip her on down there like that. And boom! And then I'm just gonna fire it up right now anyway. Right? And then the next part is just a matter of getting water into it. Which, I got this setting here with a sink. So what I tend to do is get one of these. And I just start filling it up. Right? Filling it up. Right? Now it does take some time. So, water is an essential need. It will take a little bit of time and effort to guarantee that you have it. So if you're in a rush about life and you ain't got no time, there's no way you sat here for 20 minutes. But if you have sat here for 20 minutes, kudos to you. Maybe you'll make it. Now this takes a while to preheat, right? It takes a while to preheat. So I'm going to probably cut this video around now, and then I'll come back at you with the part 2, 3, 4, and more. But I just wanted to show you, and it looks like I've showed you. Like, that's about all there is to it. Now, basically the only thing left to do is mind the helm, right? It's basically hands-free. I just gotta make sure the water ends up into a vessel, and it does seem to work a little bit quicker when I walk away, so I have to keep that in mind so that things don't overflow. Fortunately, it's just a drop at a time, so it doesn't get too crazy. But aside from making sure the output is landing and being captured and being stored, I also have to make sure that the tank is full, or at least not empty. So this is that's about it, operative capacity. Now it's just got to get up to cruising altitude, and then we'll be soared. But that's pretty much it right there. Basically, when this thing's set up to, like, when that ball, that metal ball, is buoyant. When it drops down, the little valve opens up and the water drips in there. It brings it up to somewhere around there. Boils, steams up, boom, 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 bada bang.